Z300 patented process technology. The reason for corrosion of any metal is unsaturated oxides on the surface. The growth of oxides is always in mathematical progression. So, oxides on the surface should always be as low as possible. Dimple Chemicals and Services Private Limited has invented a patented process technology called Z300 to control the growth rate of corrosion. Z300 converts oxides into docile form by crystal structure modification. This docile oxide along with a polyester polymer retards the rate of corrosion up to 70%. Some of the properties of Z300 are anti-static, non-oily, water repellent, biodegradable and non-toxic. Some of the features of Z300 are: gives better dimensional control, improves surface texture, controls bimetallic embedded and biocorrosion, eliminates non-eco-friendly processes like shot blasting and acid pickling, eliminates washing before welding, and eliminates surface preparation before painting. Let us conduct 3 trials: indoor protection, outdoor protection and resistance to humidity test. As you might know, corrosion starts from sharp edges and welding joints in welded assemblies. Having taken 3 sets of silencer baffles for testing, let us note their corrosion. Let us compare Z300 with that of rust preventive oil. While conducting the trials, the silencer baffles are dipped in Z300 and rust preventive oil respectively, after which they are drained in separate containers. Now we shall once again note the corrosion reading. While conducting the trial for indoor protection, we will pack these components in a polythene bag and place them in a corrugated box. In the trial for outdoor protection, we will keep these components in a high humidity area near the cooling tower. In the trial to test resistance to humidity, we will keep these components for testing in a humidity chamber. Indoor protection. After 9 and 18 months, we can observe that the corrosion is more in the silencer baffles dipped in rust preventive oil as compared to Z300. Outdoor protection. After 3 and 6 months, the corrosion is more in the silencer baffles dipped in rust preventive oil as compared to Z300. Resistance to humidity test. After 3 and 6 weeks, the corrosion is more in the silencer baffles dipped in rust preventive oil as compared to Z300. Thus, through the various observations and corrosion readings, it is proven that the corrosion is 70% less in the silencer baffles treated by Z300 as compared to rust preventive oil. Application procedure. Z300 can be applied by various methods such as dip and drain and spraying. In case of the dip and drain method, a tank with a drain valve and partition are the prerequisites. we can dip various components into the tank and keep on the drain board for draining the excess material. Filter. After using Z300, the same can be filtered using a cotton cloth and then reused. Spraying method. In the case of larger components where the dip and drain method is not suitable, the spraying method can be used. In the case of assembled bearings, Z300 can be used for controlling the corrosion as well as for reducing the frictional load between rolling elements. In the case of sintered products, Z300 can be used as an impregnating oil for the prevention of bimetallic corrosion as well as for lubricity required in various engine components. Our product Z300 can also be used for the recovery of corroded steel. Generally, corrosion starts at the welded joints and migrates onto the surface. We can see that the corroded sample has corrosion up to 100 micron. After spraying Z300 on the corroded component, followed by scrubbing and wiping, the difference is quite evident in front of us. Now let's have a look at Z300 performance facts. Z300 gives 3 times more corrosion protection than rust preventive oil. Consumption of Z300 is 40% less than rust preventive oil. Wastage of Z300 is nil and 5% for rust preventive oil. Rework of finished components after using Z300 is 0.25% and it is 10% for rust preventive oil. Rejection of components at the vendor's end after being treated by Z300 is nil and it is 1% for rust preventive oil. Z300 saves approximately 50 lakh rupees per annum for a manufacturing unit of 500 metric tons per month capacity.